Hello, wonderful English learners, and welcome back to the Daily English Subtitled Podcast. I am your host, Ash, and I am absolutely thrilled to be with you today. If you're listening to this, chances are you're on your own incredible journey to master English, and I want you to know you are not alone. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is very close to my heart, English improving strategy. From beginner to fluent, my journey and tips. This isn't just another episode where we discuss grammar rules or vocabulary lists. While those are incredibly important, today is about something more profound. It's about the mindset, the strategies, and the personal journey that transformed my own English from a hesitant, often frustrating experience into a confident, fluent expression. I remember vividly the days when I struggled to form a simple sentence, when I felt a knot in my stomach every time I had to speak English, fearing mistakes, fearing judgment. I understood so much when I listened or read, but when it came to speaking, it felt like my tongue was tied, and my mind went blank. Can you relate to that feeling? That moment when you understand everything, but the words just won't come out? For years, I followed the traditional path. Textbooks, grammar exercises, memorizing endless vocabulary lists. And yes, I made progress. I could read complex articles, understand movies with subtitles, and even pass exams. But true fluency, the ability to express myself spontaneously and naturally, felt like an elusive dream. It was frustrating, disheartening, and at times I felt like giving up. I would compare myself to native speakers or even to other learners who seemed to pick it up so much faster, and I'd feel a wave of inadequacy wash over me. I'm sure many of you have felt that too. That feeling of being stuck, of hitting a plateau despite all your hard work. But then something shifted. It wasn't a single magical moment, but a series of small revelations, a change in perspective, and a willingness to experiment with new approaches. I started to look at English not just as a subject to be studied, but as a living, breathing language to be experienced. I began to understand that fluency wasn't about perfection, but about effective communication. It wasn't about avoiding mistakes, but about learning from them. And most importantly, it was about finding joy in the process rather than just focusing on the destination. My goal with this podcast today is to share those pivotal shifts, those practical strategies, and those personal insights that truly made a difference in my English learning journey. Whether you're just starting out, feeling stuck at an intermediate level, or pushing towards advanced fluency, I believe there's something here for everyone. I want to empower you, to inspire you, and to provide you with actionable tips that you can implement starting today. So let's embark on this journey together and discover how you can transform your English from beginner to fluent, just like I did. Let's begin. Before we dive into the specific techniques and resources, I want to talk about something that is often overlooked but is absolutely crucial for long-term success in language learning: your mindset. Learning English or any language is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It requires patience, consistency, and a deep understanding that progress isn't always linear. There will be days when you feel like you're making huge leaps, and then there will be days when you feel like you're not moving at all or even going backward. This is completely normal. Key is to keep showing up, even on those challenging days. One of the biggest hurdles I faced, and I know many of you do too, was the fear of making mistakes. I was so afraid of sounding foolish, of mispronouncing a word, or of using the wrong grammar that I often chose to remain silent. This, of course, was counterproductive. How can you improve if you don't practice? And how can you practice without making mistakes? It's impossible. I had to learn to reframe mistakes not as failures but as invaluable learning opportunities. Every mistake is a sign that you are trying, that you are pushing your boundaries, and that you are actively engaging with the language. Think of it this way.